Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Stories and Podcasts. I'm so happy you're here with me again today. Let's take a slow walk together down the little street near my home, a place that may look ordinary but holds some of the quietest and warmest moments of my life. I live in a small neighborhood not far from the city center. It's not fancy or modern, but it's full of calm mornings and familiar faces. Each house sits close to the next, as if people here need to stay connected, not by distance, but by everyday kindness. Every morning when I open my door, I see the narrow street stretching out ahead. It's not wide, two motorbikes barely fit side by side, but for me, this little street feels like a tiny world. It has its rhythm, its sounds, and its people, each one adding something gentle to the day. The air is cool in the morning. I can hear birds singing from the trees and sometimes a dog barking softly somewhere in the distance. The sun has not yet turned hot. It paints everything in a golden light that makes the world look softer. That's my favorite time to walk when the city hasn't fully woken up yet. There's an old street lamp near my gate. Its paint is faded, and sometimes it flickers at night, but in the early morning, it stands quietly, like a silent friend watching everyone begin their day. Across the street lives an old couple. They have been here for more than 30 years. Every morning, I see them sitting outside sharing tea and a few quiet words. Sometimes they don't talk at all. They just sit there, side by side, watching the world slowly pass by. I always greet them with a smile, and they always wave back. Their presence makes the street feel timeless. A few steps away, there's a breakfast stall. It's run by a woman in her 50s. Her hair's tied in a bun, and she moves quickly, like someone who's done this all her life. She sells noodles, sticky rice, and coffee. The smell of broth and fried shallots fills the air every morning. When I pass by, she always says, "Good morning, son. Want some noodles today?" Even when I say no, she laughs and says, "Next time then." Her voice has that motherly warmth that somehow makes the whole street feel alive. Right next to her stall is a man who repairs bicycles. He's been here since I was a child. His small wooden table is covered with old tools, and there's always a little radio playing soft music beside him. He works slowly, carefully tightening, fixing, wiping. He doesn't rush, and maybe that's why people trust him so much. He once told me, "When you fix something with patience, it will last longer, even if it's old." I think about that sentence often. It's true not just for bicycles, but for people too. As I continue walking, I pass by a small fruit stand. It's bright and colorful, filled with oranges, bananas, and mangoes neatly stacked. The woman who runs it is always smiling. She knows everyone by name. Sometimes she waves at me before I even reach her stall. "Want a mango today?" she calls out. And I usually laugh and say, "Not today, maybe tomorrow." She always replies, "I'll keep a sweet one for you." It's a small exchange, but it feels good, like a reminder that someone notices you. At the end of the street, there's a cafe called Morning Light. It's not large, only 3 tables, 2 fans, and a shelf of books. The owner is a young man with gentle eyes. He loves music and plants. Every morning, he plays soft acoustic songs and waters the little pots of green leaves by the window. The smell of coffee floats into the street, mixing with the sound of laughter and motorbikes. I often sit there with my notebook. I write, I think, or sometimes I just watch the world move. People come in for their daily coffee, some talk, some stay quiet. But everyone seems to slow down a little inside that tiny cafe. A few doors down from the cafe, there's an old bookstore hidden behind a small blue door. It's one of those places that people might walk past without noticing, but once you step in, it feels like a different world. The air smells of old paper and wooden shelves. The owner is an elderly woman with silver hair and calm eyes. She always greets me with the same words, "Take your time, dear," and I always do. Sometimes I read, sometimes I just stand and listen to the quiet. The ticking of an old clock, the soft sound of a turning page, those are the kind of sounds that stay in your memory. By the afternoon, the street becomes livelier. The air grows warmer, and the children start playing outside. Their laughter fills the air clear, bright, and free. A few mothers sit nearby, chatting under the shade. The bicycle man keeps working. The fruit lady fans herself with a newspaper. And the cafe owner moves his chairs out to catch the cool breeze. Everyone has their small rhythm, and together they create something peaceful, a quiet melody of life. Around 5 in the evening, the street smells of dinner. You can smell rice cooking, grilled meat, soup simmering on stoves. Neighbors start greeting each other again. "Have you eaten? Almost ready?" It's simple. But these small words carry warmth, the kind of warmth that makes you feel you're part of something bigger than yourself. As the sun begins to set, the sky turns golden and shadows stretch across the ground. I love this time the most. The fruit stand glows under the orange light, the cafe door stays half open, and the sound of a soft song plays from somewhere far. It feels like the whole street is slowing down, breathing together before the night arrives. Sometimes I sit on the bench near my gate and just watch. Children chase each other, dogs run along the path, and the old couple across the street closes their windows slowly. It's ordinary, but it's perfect in its own way. You can feel the end of the day settling softly over everything. No one says much, they don't need to. The silence feels full, not empty. When darkness falls, streetlights begin to glow. Their soft yellow light makes the street look calm, almost dreamlike. Shops close one by one. The sound of footsteps fades. Only the hum of crickets and the distant bark of a dog remain. I walk slowly back home, breathing in the cool evening air. It's the same street I walk every day, but somehow it always feels new, like it still has something to say if I take the time to listen. Before I go inside, I always turn around and take one last look. The houses are quiet, the lights from the windows glow warmly, and the night sky above is deep and calm. In that moment, I feel grateful for this street, for the people, for the peace that comes from the ordinary. Because sometimes, the most beautiful places are not the ones we travel to, but the ones we wake up in every day. Thank you for walking with me tonight. I hope this quiet journey down my little street brought you a bit of calm, and maybe a reminder that peace is never far away. It's always there, just waiting for you to notice it. See you again next time for another warm and gentle story here on Daily English Stories and Podcasts.